How may I help you?
I want to open a staking account.
The chairman awaits you.
Welcome to GSB. Here are your staking options. Are you ready for staking? Now you are ready.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 71 of Daniel's Den. Want to welcome everybody on. I know I got a bunch of people hanging out on Facebook tonight, and I got a bunch of people joining in YouTube world and Twitter world, all of those amazing platforms. So thank you, everybody, under the sound of my voice. And I absolutely have to give a big shout out. Let's see if my audio is still coming through. Let's see. Let me do a quick audio check here. All right, looks like my audio is coming through. Let me make sure. All right, so here we go, guys. We are good. Let me just make sure I'm still being heard. You guys can let me know if you can hear me. All right, let's see. Do I still have audio, everybody? Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so audio is coming through. What's up, Restaurant Range? What's up, Miss Veronica? Always a pleasure. And definitely want to give a shout out to, thank you guys, thank you. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad. Man, I love that brother. Me and him go way back to live events called Kickstart Your Dreams, man. I just had the honor and pleasure of hanging out with him and rubbing shoulders with him. And I'm telling you right now, you want to be surrounded by exceptional individuals like brother Eric Teray Muhammad. Brother Eric Teray Muhammad, I'm going to brag on you for just a little bit. That gentleman has created a large organization in a short period of time that has resulted him in tapping into financial freedom. He is the son of Stokely Carmichael. You need to look up this gentleman's father, his history. Now, what's really wonderful about his history that it goes back and it's tied into my family's history. He didn't know this, but my family's also from Trinidad and his family's also from Trinidad. So that's another reason why I guess we just cut up and we have a whole lot of fun when we're always hanging out with each other, right? But guys, I wanted to recap something for us, okay? Mr. Tyrone Best, right? And Mr. Michael Delco did an amazing tag team earlier, right? So thank you for that, guys. Everybody who let me know my audio is coming through. And then what's up, Miss Sherry Brown? I love you, girl. So these are my friends. These are my family members, guys. These are people that I know. These are people I've met. So we are always connected. Wealth Builders Worldwide is a actual family, right? I know, Brother Eric. I know we haven't gotten to chat about it, but yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's just amazing. There's ordered steps, man. There's absolutely ordered steps, man. There's absolutely ordered steps. So there's no way around it. No way around it, man. There's no way around it. So I love you too, man. We got that bromance rolling, right? So guys, we got to recap some of the great principles, success principles that Mr. Ty Best, our financial freedom coach, someone who left a 6-figure income for financial freedom and more income, someone who left a 6-figure income for financial freedom for not himself, but for his wife, not just for his wife, but for his sons, right? Now, also my amazing business partner and someone who brought me to this amazing organization called Wealth Builders Worldwide that I'm so excited about, that I'm so thankful for, Mr. Michael Delco. All right. So myself and Mr. Michael Delco know each other. We actually met each other over 10 years ago via our music ministry. Okay. So, and I actually met Miss Mo, the birthday lady. I actually met Mo first, and she was my praise team mama and my choir mama. She actually helped me matriculate through that, learning all of these amazing things in music ministry, right? So I had that amazing connection with Mo, and then I got connected with Mr. Michael Delco later on as I went into the praise team, right? So I had admired these amazing individuals separately before they were married. And then I'm telling you, yes, thank you so much for Eric Teray Muhammad. That's all you, brother. So that's why I'm so excited about sharing this information, because it's my connection and my relationship with these amazing individuals that led us into connecting to Wealth Builders Worldwide. So let me cue up this audio, this video for you. We got to recap this. We got to relook at this, because Mr. Michael Delco and Mr. Ty Best drop bombs every time they're coming together. It's a Mike and Magic situation. And man, I'm telling you, and of course, Roz Range knows what I'm talking about. We all went to church together, right? Church. You spell that right. Church, right? So let me go ahead and add this audio before I start getting too ahead of myself. So this is Mr. Ty Best. He's been financially free now for over 25 years. Okay, just think about that. He's been financially free for most people don't even work that long at a job. He's been financially free for that amount of time. So I really want everybody to pay attention to the words coming out of his mouth. And then for time's sake, jumped into a certain part of this audio, but this is a cell phone and a dream, okay? So you got the cell phone. You're probably watching us on a cell phone right now. If you're on Periscope, or excuse me, Twitter, I got to stop saying Periscope. But if you're on Twitter watching this, if you're on YouTube watching this, you're probably watching this on your cell phone. So the only question is, do you have a dream? But let's go ahead and jump into this audio real quickly.
For all the folks on Facebook, you know we're on goldrocks.info as well. But I know some of you get on Facebook, you like to record and send out to your team. So look, a smartphone and a dream. I start by saying the first part of this talk is business in the 21st century. I read Bill Gates' book. This is before everyone got wired. So everyone had a cell phone. This is before Facebook. He wrote this book, Business at the Speed of Thought. That was his book. Said we will be in the future. 20 years said we will be doing business at the speed of thought. You will think an idea, think a concept, and it will be gone. It will be just like that. It will be done. Now I want you to think about two of the biggest businesses in the world today. Okay, those two businesses, they do not manufacture anything, do not private label anything, they don't produce anything. And that's Facebook and Amazon. Okay, all they've done is collect information. And look, all Facebook do is collect information, your information, my information, we give it to them for free and sell it. And all Amazon does is when you say you want something, they say, we got it, and we'll find the source and we'll ship it to you. That's business at the speed of thought. And now we sit here in a business model that says all you need to build a worldwide empire is a smartphone and a dream. Okay? We operate fully from day one in 150 plus countries, 24/7, every day, with unlimited income potential, Mr. Delco, and you're the boss. Now, why wouldn't anyone want to be in that business model? Why would anyone want to go put 50 or 100,000 or $1.5 million in a McDonald's on one corner in one neighborhood when they can have a business, they can operate with a smartphone, no employees, no overhead, and build it worldwide? That's what we have in our hands, folks. That's what we're sharing with people. And so for them not to understand it, don't be discouraged because people do not understand what we have in our hands. On December 1st, we launched this organization, Wealth Builders Worldwide, and we're on track to do $50 to $100 million in the first 12 months with a cell phone.
Man.
They're paying $500,000 to $2 million for a franchise that the most going to pay them $150,000 a year. And you got two platforms made $100,000 the first month, and the month was December. See, we're obliterating whatever people think they know about this industry. GS Partners is destroying it. And wait a minute, and then we're not hyping it up. We're documenting it 24/7 right there on the blockchain for people to see. Mr. Decker, you want to add something, man? Please say something. Slow me down.
So I want to slow you down, but I don't want to go past you. And I know this thing is burning you. I just want to say this first part. Hopefully it won't tip your hand and take you too far. If it does, just back me up. I have 7 grandchildren. And a couple of my granddaughters, they're young. They're super young, like the middle granddaughters. The older ones, they're like 11 and 8. And both of them have cell phones. Let me teeing this thing up. 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds have cell phones. We're buying our kids smartphones younger and younger, and it's making sense. Like the way they market this phone, you need your 8-year-old to have a phone. They're in school, especially if you live in the United States. We have crazy stuff happening. We have weather events. Unfortunately, we have school shootings. They're now teaching our kids how to shelter in place when we have an active shooter event. I mean, just BS stuff that we do now. The kids got to study how to live in an active shooter scenario. And you want your grandkids, if they're huddled up in a closet, to text you and say, Dad, there's a shooter at school. Like, or if they're lost, their phone has a tracking device in it, find friends, tracking device. Like, they can market this stuff. It makes sense. And there's apps where the family has a financial sharing, where your little kids can have a debit card, and when they make a payment, they put it in on the app, and you know what they bought. I mean, it makes sense. It's not foolishness on the cell phone. We are in a wired world where even 7- and 8-year-olds have smartphones.
But Mr. Delco,
go ahead, Mr. Bird.
They're not buying the phone for that purpose, though. That's the thing. I mean, it does have a functional, serious use. People are buying the phone to play games on it.
Absolutely.
They're playing with the phone to buy games, take pictures, be on Instagram and all that other stuff. What's that, TikTok and all that stuff. They got $1 million tool in their hand. They said a cell phone today has more technology than the technology that was used to put a man on the moon.
Ooh. Now, if you guys have been following the page, yesterday we talked about the real pyramid scheme yesterday. And Mr. Best touched on some amazing points about running a referral marketing business and some of the major advantages. He touched on a lot of great points, like being able to just have that freedom and that flexibility. He talked about being restrained in one location because your business is locked in to one location. You're dependent on people driving by, right? And Mr. Michael Delco talked about this cell phone thing And Mr. Ty Best is saying, listen, we are not leveraging and tapping into our phones to build wealth. We're used to using our smartphones for dumb activities. That's what our society is used to, right? So when you acquire that smartphone, you don't have any thought of using it to create wealth, using it to tap into all those wonderful individuals that Mr. Michael Ducko said. There's so many people that are connected to and wired now. So are we going to use TikTok to help impact people in a positive way? Or are we just using it for entertainment value, right? Are we going to use Facebook for just entertainment? I mean, there's people who inbox people, right, to play games, right? And there's definitely a place for entertainment. But I'm telling you right now, if that's the major focus that you're using your smartphone for, man, it's a fail. That is a big fail, right? And then actually these amazing wealth builders that are on this Facebook page with me, we're leveraging Facebook. Now, I talked a lot about leverage yesterday. I said, hey, listen, sometimes people say silly things like, I don't like to get paid on multiple levels. So by default, I know they do not understand leverage. Brother Eric Teray Muhammad understands leverage. Wealthy people use leverage. They leverage systems. They leverage money. They leverage their smartphone, right? And they leverage that wisdom that they tap into as they are surrounded by wise counsel. Okay, you want to be surrounded by real teachers. And real teachers, according to Robert Kiyosaki's book, Fake, right? I'm going to keep plugging this book because it's amazing. And everybody should read it cover to cover and read it multiple times. Because you don't want to take advice from someone who is not doing something in the field that you're taking advice from. So if you want to be financially free, tap into and hear from these two gentlemen who have been financially free for several years. If you want to be financially free and learn how to create a large organization and business, learn from and glean from the people who are doing it, right? If you want to learn how to use your smartphone to chase your dream, keep listening, all right? Keep listening, because these are the people who are actively doing it. Brother Eric Teray Muhammad, Miss Roz Range is absolutely bringing so much life to this business and organization and helping so many people around the world. Woo! I'm telling you guys. And we'll get that audio playing. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Okay. I mean, and we can take that same cell phone and build a multi-million-dollar empire, or better yet, or find our lost child, or help our family out in emergency. I mean, you know how I'm feeling. Most of us feel right now. If we leave home without the cell phone, we'll turn around and drive back home. You almost feel lost if you leave the house and you don't have your cell phone. You feel disconnected somehow from the world, from your family, from everything. Okay.
Oh, let me say one more thing, Mr. Best. How many people have more than 5 numbers memorized?
Now, look, gone. Hey, I'm an old school networker. In 1980s, I had 100+ numbers memorized in my brain. Now I can't even remember my home phone number. Every time I want to find Val's phone number, I have to look up at my cell phone now. She's had the same cell phone number for 10 years. I still got to look it up. The brain it don't even process that information anymore. But the real point I'm trying to make is here we are with this tool that can put us in touch with 150 million people worldwide. We can build a business that'll pay us over the phone. We can run our entire business. This entire business, I do 95% of what I do on the business. The most time I spend on the laptop is right there today. I'm on Facebook at the same time, and I'm on the laptop. And I've done all to put together $1 million, not just me now. You just heard he made Crypto Steve. That's $1 million business he's built as an executive, okay, with a cell phone. Okay, Mr. Kevin 2H Thompson built $1 million business with a cell phone. Okay, Mr. Eric Turi Muhammad has built $1 million business with the cell phone. These are all executive programs. Mr. Randy Love built $1 million business with the cell phone from home in the midst of COVID with the cell phone. I don't mean to get, I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to calm down. I want you to feel where we are. This is for real. This is happening. And GS Partners, in my mind, in my experience, is the first company that's truly connected all this stuff together. So I'm gonna tell you, my wife and I was in like a void between like 2009 and 2011, saying, man, when some company can harness this technology and harness the concept of network marketing, it's gonna be incredible. And the closest thing to that was the last company we're involved in. And then this company, GS Partners, take it to a whole nother level. There's no, we don't have any competition, folks. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm getting off my point. So that's business of the 21st century. The second thing I want to say for all those who are listening, I call it a topic. Says, look, this is a quote from Mr. Delco. Everybody has an opinion. I'm listening to TD Jakes on Class in Session the other day with brother Eric Turi Muhammad, and TD Jakes says, everyone has an opinion. We know that. We heard the joke all the time. Everybody got an opinion. They like, you know what? Everyone has an opinion today. And wait a minute, they have a platform to voice their opinions. Yes. Everybody. I mean, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, everybody got an opinion about everything today. Okay? And you are entitled to your opinion. And because of the freedom, you have the freedom to express your opinion. But you are not, and to quote Mr. Michael L. Dalco, entitled to your own facts. So I want to take a few minutes and talk about some facts that you need to understand. You need to truly understand, especially those guests who are here who still hesitant about networking, who still concerned about what your ignorant friends may think about network marketing, your ignorant boss may think about it. And I use the word ignorant on purpose. Ignorant means not knowledgeable. It's not an insult. I'm ignorant about a lot of things myself. I'm ignorant about the blockchain. Okay? I'm ignorant about how the TV works. I know how to change the channels. Okay? I know how to operate it. Okay, like I know how to capitalize on the blockchain, but I can't explain it to you. So I'm ignorant about a whole lot of things. Okay, but the problem is I don't go to ignorant people for advice on something I want to do.
Right.
Okay, do you understand? So now, here's some opinions. There's opinion about network marketing. The average person don't even have a clue what this thing is. You still we're talking about 60, 70 plus solid years later of this industry doing $200 billion a year, and you still got people running around telling us this is some kind of pyramid. Okay? And they will think it's some kind of pyramid, and you can't change their mind because their mind's locked in. But fact is, it's not. In 1979, the Federal Trade Commission said this is not a pyramid. There are legitimate network marketing companies out there, MLM companies at that time, and they say they are a viable part of the free enterprise system. And that's why we've been able to operate legally for the last 60, 70 plus years, because the Big 8 fought that battle in court and won that battle for the entire industry. So now you have an industry doing $200 billion a year. It's bigger than the NFL, but it's not on television. It's bigger than NBA, but it's not on television. It's bigger than Major League Baseball. All three combined is bigger than all three combined, but it's not on television. And we've been led to believe it's on television is real, but if we can't see it, it must not be real. But we Christian folk, we people of faith, and we go to church every day, but we still walk around saying, if I can't see it on TV, it's not real. We have to address this kind of insanity that's out there. This thing is real.
Man, that point right there always got me. He said, we're people of faith, but someone's sharing something with you, and because it's not on TV, you assume it's not real. People of faith not believing because they can't see it. Woo! Man, that point right there is a good point. Now, listen to, I just want to draw this point out too. So he talked about Facebook not having and creating content, but creating revenue. He talked about Amazon not really having stores, but connecting you to stores. And I want to bring out another business that is similar, right? Uber has no vehicles. They have no vehicles, but they're a massive transportation juggernaut, right? So we have to renew our mind about business. We got to renew our mind about what's going on with creating income. We got to do something different. We got to tap in and do things differently. All right. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate that. So, oh, what's up, Cece? You know how much I love you, Cece. I still have some of the amazing gifts you gave me are right at my desk, okay? So thank you guys. If you guys don't know who Cece Mahone is, woo! Oh my gosh, that's a leader among leaders right there, I'm telling you. But I'm telling you, that point right there, that people of faith, it's a sad thing if people of faith say they have to see something to believe it, because that's manifestation. Manifestation time doesn't need faith. It's manifested. You see it. There's no faith needed for that. So just like this amazing fact, today in GS Partners, there is now over 100,000 people connected to GS Partners. There's no faith needed for that. That's a fact. There's over 100,000 people as of today. Within 4 months, GS Partners has exploded. And what's up, Miss Debbie Shaw? Has exploded to over 100,000 people. So we just passed 100,000 people today. I love how Mr. Ty Best talked about facts earlier. So the fact is that there's several financially free people because of GS Partners. One of them is on this amazing platform, or excuse me, one that has created $1 million business is on this platform with us, right? You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm telling you that comment about faith, man, that just toasted me. So I had to pause right there. And guys, if you have not seen Daniel's Den episode 70, you want to play it back. Brother Eric Teray Muhammad say I try and do the wholesome stuff. But yesterday I kind of went in, all right? I went in and I kind of went in on that plantation stuff yesterday. I went in on it, okay? But what I started with was an audio and a video from someone that helps kind of take off a little bit of heat off me, Tony Robbins, talking about this amazing industry. So it's not just Mr. Ty Best that's saying that this industry creates more financial free people. It's not just him saying that this industry is large and that it can help and impact people. Tony Robbins also was saying some of the same exact things that Mr. Ty Best was saying. So if you didn't see that, catch it on my YouTube, catch it on my Facebook. And if for people who are trying to find me on YouTube, it's D Higgins 2830. That's my handle on YouTube, and that's my handle on Twitter. All right. So let's jump back in. We're going to play just a little bit more of this, and then we're going to recap, and then we're going to close out. Okay. Because this is really great content. It goes on for a long time, but I want to pause it and really dig into just a few key points, because these gentlemen, they've been dropping dimes.
$200 billion a year has been created maybe more millionaires than anything until Bitcoin came along. So Bitcoin done changed the scope of things. This cryptocurrency thing is doing some things.
That's right, brother.
We'll get back to that. Get to that next. Okay. Most people still run around laughing at the Big A. The Big A bought the Orlando Magic, not the Big A. One of the partners bought the Orlando Magic back in 1991, 92, wrote a check for like $90 million. Then borrowed, then go to the bank, just say, hey, I want the team, and paid cash literally for the team outright. Most of you don't know. You all impressed with Shaq. I am too. But you don't understand that a network marketing distributor wrote him his first checks. You need to know this. Okay? These are facts. Okay? This is not, I'm just telling you facts. These are the kind of facts you need to know.
All right, right there, right there. I love basketball. I did not know that exact fact until Mr. Best shared it. So he has been financially free now, guys, for over 25 years. He's been surrounded by some amazing people over his career. Mr. Ty Best has a picture of him and Mrs. Rosa Parks. He sat and spoke with her about what was going on that day, that one day that almost shifted all types of history. I'm telling you, he has gleaned some information that you want to listen to. You want to listen to. And thank you, Abdul, for joining on YouTube. I see you there. So I love being surrounded by sharp individuals. I love being connected to amazing leadership. And our leadership in Wealth Builders Worldwide is superb. If you're hearing this information from anybody that's sharing it on the YouTube, sharing it on Twitter, sharing it on Facebook, they're sharing all this great content, you got to get back with them immediately and say, what was that guy talking about? Who's writing checks? I want to figure out who's writing checks. What did that person do to be able to write checks for Shaq? What was that person doing to acquire a team, an organization of the caliber of basketball? And oh my gosh, just write a check for it. Boom. And that's right, Miss CeCe Mahone. People don't know what they don't know. So we want to share this information with them. And that's why even last night I shared about the pyramid scheme. So, hey, listen, catch that on replay, share that thing out. Now, I approached it in an educational tone at the beginning, and then I went in a little bit more towards the middle and the end. So, hey, there's your disclaimer about that one for yesterday. Yes, our leadership is absolutely unique, all right? So guys, get back whoever's sharing this information with you, okay? We're going to pause it there. And I'm telling you right now, there is so much more content in this video, right? But I want to just really shine a light on some key points, because I think sometimes when people hear Mr. Ty Best and Mr. Delco, they don't sit down and actually absorb the information that they're sharing. There is so much wisdom within these two individuals. You will not be able to exhaust their wisdom because they're always filling themselves up, right? They're always reading and absorbing good information, right? I highly recommend this book, guys. This is where we're at. This is where we're at, okay? Robert Kiyosaki talks about fake money. He talks about fake teachers, and he talks about fake assets. Guess what GS Partners are trying to share with you? Real money, real teachers, and real assets. That's what GS Partners affiliates and business partners and customers, people who are coming at you with this information, that's what they're trying to share with you. If you haven't read this book, or if you can't get your hand on this book, I encourage you to jump on YouTube and at least listen to the audio. I would highly recommend you read it, because he has certain charts and things like that that are you can only get while you read it, okay? There's some things you just got to sit down and read, right? All right, everybody in the sound of my voice, get back with the person sharing this information with you. Get back with them right away, all right? Get back with them right away. Now, tomorrow we have a special training, right? For everybody who's new to the stream, listen, GS Partners is doing things that has never been done before. I'm not trying to hype you up or trying to make things sound bigger than they are. We just reached over 100,000 people within GS Partners, right? Also, yeah, it's so much to unpack. So I'm just going to take a little snippet, right? So want to encourage you to connect with the person sharing this with you, because there's nothing like us. We're not trying to boast. We're just sharing that this is unique. This is new. This has never been done before. You heard Mr. Ty Best mention about the blockchain. There's never been a company that fused blockchain technology with referral marketing. It has never existed before. So there's this another amazing book called Relentless. And the author of Relentless, Mr. Tim Grover, was saying you can't compare a success with something that has never been done before. He was talking about the fact that Mr. Michael Jordan was the first player that actually acquired a basketball team, a whole organization. So people were dogging out Mr. Michael Jordan, but he was like, how do you compare where he's at when he's the first one that has ever done it? There's no barometer for success. You just have to look. You just have to wait. You have to enjoy. You have to participate. You can't compare somebody who's a forerunner and who's a visionary who's doing something that has never been done. So I just want to draw that out. It's the first. So one of the advantages, because of GS Partners being on the blockchain and having their own blockchain that does so much than any other blockchain, is the benefit to you is that you can get paid in real time. You can get paid, like Dr. Dominic Curry says, at now o'clock. At now o'clock. You can get paid at now o'clock and have access to those funds and actually have full control and tap into those funds with one of these amazing cards. All right. Now that's my GS Lifestyle card. Okay. That's my GS Lifestyle card. And you'll notice on the bottom, what does it say? Let me go ahead and move this out the way. It says MasterCard. So if you're concerned about credibility, part of our ecosystem, we're using a privately issued MasterCard. MasterCard, look it up, has done a large amount of business. So you don't want to be concerned about our credibility. You want to start jumping in. You want to start jumping in with the person who's sharing this information with you. Okay, that's what you want to do. All right, because it's free to join, and over 100,000 people have joined. And that's not just to tell you to blindly jump in. I'm saying that the risk is eliminated. So for people who are concerned about risk, you're watching me on a free Facebook, you're watching me on a free YouTube, you're watching me on a free Twitter. Why not get a free GS Lifestyle account? Why not get a free GS Partners account? For those that are logical, that wouldn't make logical sense, right? But we're not moved by logic. We're moved by emotion. That's what's going on, right? So we did the emotional stuff at the beginning, right? We shared all that good content. We talked about a smartphone in a dream, a cell phone in a dream, and that's what we need to do. We need to tap into this dream, right? So on our way out, guys, we're going to show a quick video. And for anybody who's getting this information directly from me, go ahead and get your free registration done. If you're seeing this on my page, you can get back with me. If you're seeing this on my YouTube, if you're seeing this on my Twitter, you can go to y1income.com, which is scrolling at the bottom, and get your free registration done. If you're seeing this from somebody else's page, you get back with them, because that's the way we do things here, right? We're a team that's full of integrity, full of respect for each other. There's been several times that people who have reached out to me, right, to get set up, but they came through someone else, I send them back to the person that they're connected to, okay? I know all the leaders within this wonderful Wealth Builders organization, right? So somebody had reached out to me, and I was like, hey, Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, this is one of your people that's not plugged in. And I'd say, hey, Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, get back with Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. She's awesome. She'll take good care of you, right? So yeah, so CC Mahomes got it right. Jump in for free, okay? So I'm winding down, guys. This is going to be our outro for tonight, right? Oh yeah, I love that. I got to put that up there right there. Risk versus reward is free. There's no risk, and you can accumulate assets. All right? All right. So guys, our outro for tonight, we're going to play, and I'm going to continue to play that GS Lifestyle card, because I'm telling you, It is such an amazing tool, and we're going to learn even more about it tomorrow night, right? Now, before I actually play that, I have to put this up. This is our live event that's coming up May 1st. It is right around the corner. Let me go ahead and move that banner out the way so that you can get your tickets. Go to wbw.net or wbwevents.com, right? Get your registration done. This is a paid event. You know what's amazing? Mr. Crypto Steve on the bottom of there, he has earned that name, okay? That's not just a tagline. It's not just a fancy word. He earned over $100,000 within about 30-day window in just one exchange that I'm aware of in a short period of time. So whenever he's talking, I'm listening, okay? And then my amazing business partner that brought me into Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. Michael Delco, he left his 6-figure income job for more income and financial freedom. And then his amazing mentor and sponsor, Mr. Nate Hines, will be live with us, and Mr. Ty Best, who you heard a little bit of tonight. I'm telling you, woo, you don't want to miss that event. Everybody in the sound of my voice, you don't want to miss that event. All right, guys, so our outro is going to be the GS Lifestyle card. If you don't have yours, go get it. Get back with the person who's sharing this with you immediately, all right? Get back with that person right away, okay? So everybody, thank you for hanging out with me tonight at Daniel's Den. I will see you guys on Monday night. So Daniel's Den, and I'm going to do a better job of posting a schedule, right? But we are here in Daniel's Den every night except for Sundays and Wednesdays, okay? Every night except Sundays and Wednesdays, okay? So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight, this afternoon. It just depends on what part of the amazing world you're in, and I will see you on the next live stream.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional currency accounts, including USD, GPB, EUR, CNY, and JPY. Currency exchange rates better than high street banks. Manage all your crypto and traditional currencies with one simple platform. Add funds to your account via bank transfer, credit and debit card, or crypto proceeds. Spend or withdraw your funds anywhere credit and debit cards are accepted. Exclusive plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, gold-plated, and solid gold cards available. 24/7 global support in multi-languages. 24/7 professional concierge services. Up to 40% discounts on hotel and travel. Instant rewards from high street retailers. Fast delivery to over 100 countries. Order your GS Lifestyle card today.